Single stock ETFs. We've had 8 of them launched recently.
Yep.
And there's a lot of discussion here. What's going on here? Is there going to be one for every big cap ETF? It seems like that's potential. Like the top 100 are going to get all leverage and inverse ETFs around them. Single stock. Now, Innovator launched a hedged Tesla.
Yeah, that's
strategy.
2 kind of different products, right? That's like buffer for one stock.
Right.
Yeah.
TSLH. It aims to provide the price return of the Tesla stock up to a cap and hedges the downside risk over a 3-month period. Now, that's not a leverage and inverse, but I guess what I'm trying to get at here, I want to specifically talk about single stock ETFs in general. It is a single stock ETF with a buffer. Why now with all of these products, and how do you feel about them?
I believe they came out due to the popularity of the retail trader. And again, they saw, just because you can lose, so to keep it simple, if you short a stock, you have infinite losses, right? That's what the traders need. They could short a stock and go to wherever.
Never mind. I've never met anyone who had an infinite
losses, but it's on paper.
Theoretically,
theoretically. You can only lose, but you could, let's say, forget infinite. You can lose 3 times what you put into Tesla by shorting it. You short $1,000, oh my gosh, I'm down 3,000. With this, let's say TSLQ, second most successful launch of an ETF this year. That's the short Tesla. It's only been out a month, right? Dollar in volume. You can now only lose what you put in. Hey, I'm going to bet $1,000 that Tesla's going down. That will eventually go to zero over the course of time, right? Like that most of these ETFs, just like the levered ones do. You'll only lose your $1,000. So it's appealing to those people, and of course,
that want to short without the downside of shorting.
And no margin. No margin. And international investors who can't short.
But wait a minute, you're paying 1%?
Oh, you're paying
1.2%?
You're paying.
It's not free.
No,
like, oh my God, I just found something.
The hedge includes the cost to borrow. And I'm sure Ben can speak to that being, but the hedge includes the cost to borrow for the, the PM. So it's all factored in. Yeah. But again, the person on Robinhood can now short. They're going to be happy about that.
Ben, talk about this. What's the upside and the downside of these single stock ETFs? I mean, the advantages, we just said, these single stock levered ETFs, they're more accessible than shorting and using margin. So, but what's the downside here?
Yeah, look, the convenience aspect of that, and I think you hit the points perfectly earlier, is huge, right? But it's important that these products also, have their downsides and in many ways, work similar to many of the leverage and short products that are out there now, such as the daily reset. And again, this concept that, it is daily and, you're not going to track the cumulative returns over, let's say, a 6-month or a 12-month period. But look, the race is on with the ETF issuers. First mover here is key. So you are going to see the spaghetti on the wall approach, in my view. We have a line that is growing quickly on our platform to launch these products and bring these to market. So yes, you are going to see products pretty much up and down some of the larger mega cap names. And I think you're going to see multiple tickers now for each of those stocks out there. And look, some of these products are going to be quite volatile. Again, you look at the vol of a Tesla, right, or some of the other stocks that, assuming they come out, you are going to see some significant risk. Now, again, you can't lose more than you put in. But again, the betas on these products are going to be very, very high, and there's going to be the traditional confusion in the market on how they work. And I think an added bonus on the tickers.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The daily reset, I've been trying to explaining it for 15 years, and people still can't get their heads around a daily reset on this. So what I'm concerned with is the top 100 stocks are all going to have these leverage and inverse ETFs. And I don't think it's a coincidence that on the week the first group launched, Gary Gensler at the SEC comes out and makes a statement about leverage and inverse in general, that they're very risky products. I don't think that's a shot across the bow here. Even though they have not tried to stop these products, they obviously had some concerns about their impact on the market and investors not knowing what they're doing.
Well, investors need to look at, and it's going to be the same. I mean, maybe, again, you could bet on Commodore Computer. Some stocks will go to zero, but the general market doesn't. If you looked at a chart of the short S&P levered ETFs over years, they're all go to zero. I mean, they actually reset, but they go like, because of the daily reset and because the market generally goes up. So that alone, everybody in the show should learn. These are short-term bets unless you are betting that the stock is going to zero. Right, Ben?
Without a doubt. I mean, but Bob, that concept, again, is for whatever reason, despite some efforts there, just eluded some investors who just, still struggle with that concept. And it's just, again, important to remind investors that, again, these products are no different than the other, sort of index-based products that have been out there for years.
But possibly more volatile,
right?
With single
but
stocks.
that's what I'm saying. When I tell this, it resets everything.
Yeah.
It's not Coke is not going to be.
It's not going to move around. Yeah,
that isn't the issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's going to something around Tesla or something around some other more high beta.
GameStop.
Stuff
What if they put it
general.
out in GameStop? Right.
And we're going to be blue in the face saying it's resets daily, and it's still going to happen, and somebody's going to still have a problem, and we're going to have to go around explaining things again.
Correct.
To everybody. And that's
Charles Schwab's got a lot of work to do.
That's what I have a problem with. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of legal statements around these things when they launch.